State has rested in the homicide trial of Eric Sackett, who is accused of killing his former girlfriend, Erin Somvilai. Homicide cases are not necessarily uncommon in the Crosse County, but it's pretty rare that they head to trial. District Attorney Tim Gruenke has represented the state in 6 homicide trials during his tenure, as News 8's Mal Meyer reports.
It was Tim Gruenke's first homicide case to go to trial at the Crosse County Courthouse since taking the DA position. Irvin Ramirez stood accused of first-degree intentional homicide, attempted second-degree sexual assault, and robbery.
His story didn't explain her fingerprints in his car, on the inside of the window. Didn't explain the blood on the blue jeans.
Ramirez was found guilty on 2 of the 3 counts. He's serving a life sentence.
Not only did he take her life, but in such a brutal way.
Then there was Eric Cola.
Bring in the jury, please.
The West Salem man who adamantly denied his involvement in the shooting death of his parents and claimed it was the work of a professional.
It's been an exhausting process, and the family's very grateful to have it concluded.
In September of 2012, Gruenke also secured a conviction for Isaiah Golat, who was accused of killing a La Crosse woman.
I believe that Kristen Rogers was manually strangled.
Jurors deliberated for less than 3 hours before finding him guilty. The DA also prosecuted the case of Jeffrey Lepsch, who was accused of killing Paul and AJ Petras at May's Photo in downtown La Crosse. He was found guilty of armed robbery, possession of a firearm as a felon, and 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide.
Mr. Lepsch chose to commit murder, to rob people, to get camera equipment, to sell it.
But it would be 3 years before his next homicide trial, according to court records. Heron Joyner was convicted of stabbing his wife to death in front of 5 children. Gruenke's last homicide to go to trial was the case of Todd Kenhammer. The West Salem man claimed a pipe fell off a truck and went into his car, causing his wife's death.
We were just trying to find the truth for Barbara.
After about 9 hours of deliberations, the jury found Kenhammer guilty. He continues to maintain his innocence. In La Crosse, Mal Meyer, News 8.
Video from this week's testimony can be found on our WKBT News 8000 Facebook page. You can see recaps of each day on our website. That's news8000.com.